welcome to Delta Lodge Outdoors. I'm your host, Julius Craig. This is a show where we attempt to bring quality information on topics to people and work and listen from our viewers and guests on what's going on in the industry and just overall have fun. You might learn something, you might not. So on today's episode, it'll just be me going over a few things. Probably be a quick episode, trying to get caught up on a little bit. It is Sunday the 27th, and we got a lot of changes going on within our lives. I actually will be swapping jobs week after next. Put my notice in where I was at this past week, and I'm finishing that out, taking a week off, the 4th through the 10th. So I'll be working around the ranch and doing some stuff. My little girl just joined me in the shop. Come here, Skyler. Give me a second here. Would you like to say hello?
Hello.
So, she joined me for the podcast, apparently. Does Hunter know where you're at since you were playing with him? Okay. So, she's going to be running around in the background, I guess. But with that change, I'll actually end up traveling, be home, so it'll make things a lot easier and a lot better for me with the ranch and DFO stuff. And sometimes we have to make tough choices. You know, I enjoyed where I was working at, and like everybody, I enjoyed some of the people. Y'all all know what I mean by that. But it was time for a change, which was to be best for my family, and me being home is the best for my family. So with that, I scheduled it. I guess great. I'm gonna get possibly the rut, so works out great. And good news, drum roll, my truck's finally fixed. So I get it back. I could have picked it up yesterday, but I told them to drive it a little more to make sure. But I'll pick it up Monday evening late. So we'll go from there. And well, with that, then actually Hunter, my son, just joined me, so we'll talk a little bit about the woes of youth season so far. She's right here, Hunter.
Hunter.
All right, just a sec, Skyler. All right, say hello, Hunter.
Hi.
So we made youth hunts last weekend. Friday didn't produce much. Saturday we had some deer slip through late, just way late behind shooting. Then Sunday we moved closer to where they slipped through so we could make a hunt. And I talked about it a little bit in my last podcast. We had some just random dude decide to we live on our place here. The gate's a quarter of a mile from the house, and we're another quarter of a mile from there in the woods. My wife and kids, the oldest son and our daughter, were at the house, and my wife texted me and was like, "Hey, the gate was closed and that dude came back." So he came all the way back there. So it completely just screwed our hunt up. So we didn't get to hunt Sunday evening like we'd like. Then he had football practice Monday and Tuesday and Thursday. I was at work late each day, so like I said, haven't swapped jobs yet where I'll be home early enough in the evening because my drive right now is if I drive home is almost 3 hours a day. So don't get to make it home much. So we hunted black powder Friday, and didn't see anything, but when we were coming out, we had a couple does on where their box end is. So then we didn't hunt yesterday morning because we were both tired, had a lot to do, so we didn't get up. And I haven't had any deer on cameras in the mornings. They've been on the acorns heavy, so we've been having more evening activity. Yesterday morning was the morning they showed back up on cameras in the morning, so it's kind of funny. Then they had their semifinals football game last night. Well, Hunter? So, all right, okay, Sky. So, Hunter's a starting cornerback for a 6th grade team, and a little background on him. He skipped, was it 2nd grade they skipped you? You went to 1st, and you went to 2nd for about 2 weeks, and you got moved to 3rd. And your birthday's September the 6th, so he's 10 and in 6th grade, so he gives up a little bit of height out there, and everything. But so he plays starting cornerback, and 2 weeks ago they played to fit their last season game, and he got torched, and I think got benched the second half, but he was hobbling around the whole game before that. His leg was hurt, so it was the best thing to bench him because he would gave up some more plays and got in his head pretty good after that one long one he gave up because he misread some coverage. Um, Made it, and he was just making some bad approach angles on getting his. He wasn't running his angles right to get tackles. So they went into this week's game, and I was hoping he had, like any good DB, he'd put it behind him and forget about that game. And he did pretty good this game. He had a few tackles. They put him up against a receiver that was like, I don't know, foot taller than you, Hunter. He was close. This like 12-year-old kid was like 6 feet tall, and Hunter's like 4'10" on a good day. And so, but it was entertaining because like Hunter jammed him so hard at the line that the kid couldn't get off the line, and he played him physical all night. And what happened 2 weeks ago, he didn't play the physical style that he's been playing and jamming receivers, and he learned a valuable lesson, I think. Hunter, did you learn a valuable lesson?
Yes.
And so last night went a little better.
I would think so. Yeah.
You got to be closer.
I would think so.
And oddly enough, the team that they're playing this Saturday in the championship will be the team that they barely beat to finish their perfect season, and the team that torched Hunter. So, you excited about going back against them? Maybe get some redemption?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And but that but that will be our last game of the season. So after that, we'll be able to really like throw down on some hunting because when you yesterday's game started, we had to be at the football fields for 4, and y'all didn't start till 7, and the game was over an hour away. So we left here at like 2:45. So like our whole Saturday evening was shot. So next weekend the game will be at probably 7, which means he's got to be there at 6, and the game's at our home stadium, so like 15. Our home field's like 15 minutes away. But it's supposed to be raining most of the day Saturday, so that ought to help his team a lot on defense because the other team is more of a passing team, but I really think that's why like that team, the team that they're going to be playing is a passing team all year. In yesterday's semifinal game against the team they played, they ran the ball 90% of the time. I think they were using that to really hone their running in because they're assuming it's going to be a shit show of rain all week. It's supposed to rain all week. It's supposed to rain the weekend. So I think they're figuring the field's going to be sloppy and it's going to limit their passing. So we'll see how that turns out. I think Hunter and I are going to make a hunt this evening, right, Hunter?
Yes, sir. I'm excited, too.
So we think we got something lined out because we're starting to pull more from the acorns, but we're hunting. Where I have his stand at, where I've got him saddle hunting with me, is probably about 200 yards through the woods from a feeder, and we're under some good oak trees and everything, and we've got some we got a fence line with some scrapes on it, so we're gonna see how that goes. Then we actually saw a really good buck about a half mile from the house last night.
Oh yeah.
And we almost hit him because he turned head on us, then jumped back in the woods. He was young. He was probably 3.5-year-old deer, not a majorly big body on him, but was big 8-point, maybe 10. Really nice rack on him. So that was about 9:30. So Skyler wants Hunter to draw her some hearts.
No way there.
So that's what our weekends have been, and like I said, I started the show talking about the changes that I'm making personal wise, which will also create more opportunity within DFO and everything, and be able to with my horses because they've been on the back burner. So and like talking about personal changes and stuff, I think today marks 2 months since I had anything other than coffee and water. I haven't lost but like 6 pounds, but I've lost like 2 to 3 inches on my waist, so pretty cool. I need to drop a little bit of weight, and I actually feel way better without all the carbonation. So that's where we're at. I think it's 10:30 while I'm recording this. a few things to do around the shop, and I need to go down and check the feeders probably, because I don't want to do that late this evening, but I may do it right before we go in, even though they're on opposite sides of. We're going kind of in the middle of the two, but like 400 yards, 500 yards from either one, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I need to. I know I need to do it, so probably go take care of that, and then, like I said in last week's episode, we're looking for some properties to lease. Oh, pull paper across the mic. Sorry. We're looking for some properties to lease, even if it's not in Oklahoma. We're looking for like Missouri and Nebraska. We want to pick up at least 1 or 2 pieces for next year. So, listeners, if y'all have anything, reach out to us. We're looking forward to it. Would you like to add anything to the show, Hunter?
No, not really.
All right.
I think it's good enough.
All right. Well, everybody can listen to us on any podcast, anywhere you listen to podcasts, on YouTube, Facebook. Like, I think that sums it all up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, what is she? Sorry, I sidetracked her. Okay, never mind. I thought she was drawing on the floor in the shop. She's drawing on her notebook. So that kind of sums this show up. Skyler, would you like to come tell people bye?
Would you like to come tell the people bye, Skyler?
I don't know if y'all heard her. She said bye and waved. Y'all have a good one. Julius Craig, Delta Fly Outdoors.